Yes.
Because I was searching for a plane accident that I didn't know what it was all about, and it had to do with this Malaysia airplane disaster. And suddenly I was seeing that, and my wife said, "Did you see this here with the flat Earth, the pilots, and I mean, you flew, you have a license. Did you see the same?"
Yeah.
And I watched it 10 times, and suddenly I had that paradigm shift. This is really how it is. We have no satellites.
Yeah.
Because we have no GPS satellite system. It's all land-based. Because
Yes.
I knew that from my pilot education, that we worked with Lorraine, long-range navigational system.
Yes.
And that is land-based. I know that for a fact. So I called a friend of mine in Germany and said, "Listen, how is that navigation system for ILS actually working?"
Yeah.
He said to me, "Yeah, it's actually antennas in every country. There are so and so many antennas,
Yes.
and they're all strategically built into the landscape.
Yes.
And it works some similar like an NDB, so non-directional bearing.
Yes.
And this is how it works." And I was digging and digging and digging, and then I phoned Quantum.
Yes.
Said, "Hey, listen, when you fly from Ireland or from Argentina to New Zealand, how do you fly?" And it didn't give me a direct answer, but then I got a pilot from Australia on the phone.
Yes.
And he told me, "Yeah, we're flying actually 2 legs." And I said, "Why are you flying 2 legs?" And he said, "Yeah, we fly mostly over the Emirates because that is the best way. This helps the length of the flight."
Yes.
And I said, "Yeah, but that is totally off track." And he said, "Yeah, I don't know either why we are doing this, but we have our what's it called? Our ETOPS. ETOPS is the estimated flying time over open sea.
Yes.
And you cannot extend it over certain hours."
Yes.
It's a little bit complicated to explain why they do that.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to fly over land. And then I talked to a guy in Denver when I was down in Denver in USA.
Yes.
And we flew together to Sacramento.
Yes.
And I told him this story, and I said, "Yeah, that's a very, very good point. I have a guy who is working for the Navy, or he worked for the Navy. Maybe we ask him." And then it came to pass that we asked him and said, "Yeah, if you really ask me that question, I think that we have a flat water surface." And so it came in rolling. No?
Yes, yes.
And more and more and more things I discovered.